Here's a 1,000-word news article covering this ceremonial military event from the perspective of June 2025. King Charles presents new colors to Coldstream Guards. Fans excited. In a magnificent display of military pageantry at Windsor Castle, King Charles III today presented new colors to the 1st Battalion Coldstream Guards, maintaining a royal tradition that dates back centuries. The ceremony, which drew thousands of spectators, marked the first time Charles has presented new colors to the regiment as king, though he had done so previously as Prince of Wales. The ceremonial occasion. Under brilliant summer skies, the king, dressed in the ceremonial uniform of Colonel-in-Chief of the Coldstream Guards, arrived at Windsor Castle's quadrangle to the strains of the regiment's slow march. The ceremony began precisely at 11 a.m., with over 400 guardsmen on parade, their distinctive bearskins and scarlet tunics creating an impressive sight against the ancient castle walls. The new colors, intricately embroidered by the Royal School of Needlework, took over 18 months to complete. They feature the regiment's battle honors and the king's cipher, Serai, replacing the previous Uri that had been carried since 1975. Historical significance. The Coldstream Guards, Britain's oldest regiment in continuous active service, has served every monarch since their formation in 1650. As military historian Dr. James Montgomery explains, the presentation of new colors is deeply symbolic. These flags once served as rallying points in battle, and though their practical military use has passed, they remain powerful symbols of the regiment's loyalty to the crown and their fighting spirit. The previous colors, presented by Queen Elizabeth II in 1975, will be laid up in the Guards' Chapel at Wellington Barracks, joining other historic colors dating back generations. The ceremony marked a poignant connection between Charles's reign and that of his late mother, with several veterans who attended the 1975 ceremony present for today's events. The King's personal touch. In his address to the regiment, King Charles spoke warmly of his long association with the Coldstream Guards, recalling his first interaction with them as a young prince. He praised their recent operational deployments and ceremonial duties, making special mention of their role during Queen Elizabeth II's funeral and his own coronation. Your steadfast dedication to duty, whether on ceremonial parade or operational deployment, exemplifies the very best traditions of the British Army, the King declared. These colors represent not just your past glory, but your future promise. Modern military role. While the ceremony celebrated tradition, it also highlighted the regiment's modern military role. The Coldstream Guards recently returned from deployment in Estonia as part of NATO's enhanced forward presence, demonstrating their operational capabilities alongside their ceremonial duties. Lieutenant Colonel James Hawley, commanding officer of the 1st Battalion, emphasized this dual role. While we're perhaps best known for our ceremonial duties at Buckingham Palace and Windsor Castle, we're first and foremost an infantry battalion. These new colors represent both our heritage and our contemporary military effectiveness. Public reaction. The ceremony drew considerable public interest, with royal and military enthusiasts traveling from across the country to witness the historic event. Social media buzzed with images of the ceremony, with many commenting on the King's evident pride and connection to the regiment. Sarah Thompson, who traveled from Manchester with her family, expressed the public's enthusiasm. It's wonderful to see these traditions continuing under King Charles. The pageantry was absolutely spectacular, and you could really feel the sense of history. Future implications. The presentation of new colors typically occurs every generation or so, meaning these colors will likely be carried throughout Charles's reign and possibly into that of William V. Military analyst Colonel Richard Stewart, RED, notes this temporal significance. These colors will witness the transition between reigns, just as the previous ones saw the transition from Elizabeth II to Charles III. Technological integration. In a modern twist, the ceremony was live-streamed on the royal family's social media channels, allowing global audiences to witness the historic event. Drone footage captured stunning aerial views of the parade formation, while helmet-mounted cameras on selected guardsmen provided unique perspectives of the ceremony. Looking forward, the new colors will be formally consecrated in a religious ceremony next month before taking their place in the regiment's ceremonial duties. They will be seen regularly at major state occasions, including trooping the color and state visits. The ceremony also served as a reminder of the monarchy's evolving role in military tradition. While maintaining historical pageantry, the event demonstrated how ancient customs can remain relevant in the modern era. Regiment's future. The Coldstream Guards continue to adapt to modern military requirements while maintaining their ceremonial excellence. Plans are already underway for their participation in several major state events later this year, including the first King's Birthday Parade of Charles's reign. Colonel Hawley concluded, "Receiving new colors from His Majesty marks the beginning of a new chapter in our regimental history. We carry these colors with pride, knowing they represent centuries of service to the Crown and our continued commitment to both ceremonial excellence and operational effectiveness." As the strains of the regimental march faded and the Guards marched off the parade ground, they carried with them not just new colors, but the weight of history and the promise of continued service to the Crown. For both the regiment and the monarchy, it was a day that bridged past and present, tradition and modernity, in characteristically British style.